Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on, and let's get that intro started. And then we're going to get right back into it. No countdown today. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, how you been? It's Sammy Price. How you been? I'm the Crypto Lifer over here. Hey, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the most beautiful day on earth today. That's right. Today is the most beautiful day on earth, and today is going to be the greatest day of your life. You're going to make today amazing. Why? Because every single day you make amazing, that creates an amazing life, right? It all comes together if we put it together. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. Look at my blockchain time. We got little, let me show you here. We got little miners, Bitcoin. We got a little wallet. All right. The ball's like a little network, I guess. Little world. We got a little blockchain somewhere over there. We got coins going up. This one's cool, right? The chart with the bars. Ant miner. We got an ant miner right here. We got it all right? And then we even have mining, like they put like real mining tools, which I thought was kind of funny. Because we know we're not really mining, but it's, you know. Hey, Bitcoin ties over here. You guys don't care, but I thought it was funny. I never really showed the whole tie, like, intricately. Anyway, let's break down Bitcoin. Let's get off the tie, and let's get on to Bitcoin, Sammy. A little ADHD there. Shout out to all the beautiful people here. Let's jump on into BTC. Have some fun, have a blast, and take a look at what's happening for Bitcoin. I was looking at DAG yesterday. DAG pumped pretty nicely. DAG. This KASTA coin, I'm not a huge fan of it, but Carl the Moon did. I think he somewhat created it or something. And, you know, there's a chance. There's a chance that it did a fake out breakout and then it continues to pump. I just look for quick gains and scalps, so I'm not trying to say I'm in love with the thing. Just trying to let you know that there's possible potential here for some gains. Let's take a look at DJI 6930. This thing is starting to consolidate yet again. And you can see that's kind of cup and handle-esque. DJI 6930. We put it out. I found it when it was a $660,000 market cap. It's now at a $38 million market cap. So this thing, $38 million, right? Divided by 660,000. This thing has done a 57x since I found it just a few days ago, which is crazy. July 1st, in Vegas, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. I did put it out to the trading group at 0.4 right there. All right, it's at 3.8 now. Craziness. That's over an 8x for this puppy. I do own this coin too. I'm in there like swimwear, and it's just been producing. We found this consolidation, and I put it out to everyone that it was going to break out. No indicator needed. Look, I just used the patterns. The patterns play out over and over again. I don't even need indicators. I see what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's break down BTC. Let's have some fun. The bot there, still waiting for its payday. See how patient the bot is? Just waiting it out. It'll get it done. I try so much faith in that bot. It'll get it done. She'll get it done, boys. All right, last night we talked about the 5-minute breaking above the 200 moving average. I put out this little trade here. I said, look for the 5-minute to crack the 200. I said, it looks like it may. I said, nothing crazy here. Just maybe the length of this pole, like the base here. Just, you know, nothing crazy. And last night that did play out. I didn't trade it. I'm not trying to say I traded just chop like that on a Friday night. But I just, you know, I brought it up. I said, that looks interesting to me. Could get a bit of a pump. Let's do our top-down analysis, see what's happening and see kind of where we're headed for this weekly close tomorrow night, right? That's important. That's what we want to see. That's what we're here for, to get ourselves ready and scheduled. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. I just realized that I got to pop up the chat. I haven't been able to say hi to the chat yet. How's my chat? How's everybody doing in the chat? If you want to trade where we trade, we got links for you. All those links are awesome. Like Weeks right now is running an awesome campaign that gives you way more US Tether back in rewards. Jump on in, up to $30,000 in rewards. Jump on in today to find out more about Weeks. Can't wait for the screen share to go back to the regular schedule. Hey, God bless you, man. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, summer months are hard, man. I got people over. The kids end up staying late. Can we go here? Can we go to ice cream? And it just, every single Thursday, they'd be like, no, Daddy's got to do, it just, you know, it kind of ruins doesn't ruin anything, but, you know. Big love, Sammy. Shout out to everybody here. Yeah. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Hey, brother, you look smart today and charming. Thank you, Mr. Poshak. Hey, God bless you, man. Thank you. I got a few sides to me, you know what I mean? I just turn them on when I want. I can be aggressive. I can be sweet. I can be nice. I can be calm. I can be gentle. I can be hard. You know, it all depends what you got to do. Hey, Lifer Crew, love of the vibes of the high energy. Shout out to my man, Alex Cooney, 1982. God bless you, Alex. My brother from another. Coming up on 100,000 subscribers. We're on the way. We're so close. We are so close. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, yeah. Appreciate you, Sammy. Good morning. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Imagine having a family and being gone for 8 to 10 hours a day. I know, right? 100%. And that's why I want you guys to work at trading. I'm never gone from my family that long. Hey, I had to go to Dubai for 10 days straight. Everybody's away from their family at one point. You know, I had to go to Vegas for a few days. I'm not, hey, it was fun, right? Let's not. Oh, it was so sad going to Dubai all by myself. Oh, I was missing my kids so much. No, I was, but I also had fun with Jamie, and we took the city by storm. I mean, it was awesome. You know, good times had by all. I love the tides, fire. We gonna make it, baby. Oh, yeah. What do you think about ICT methods? You ever used it? No, I don't need a, yeah, people ask me that. Yeah, I just, you know what it is? Once you develop a system like I have for years and years, you just like, it's like I'm a mechanic. I know how to fix my cars. There's other mechanics, they do other things. I'm not going to sit there and learn how he say. You know what? I know some of the I know most of the ICT concepts. Like, not most of them, but you know, I know fair value gaps. I know swing values. I know swing highs and stuff. I don't know. I look for gaps. Gaps make sense, but honestly, the 200 moving average I think is superior because you don't have to think as much. It just does it for you. You know, I learned over time. My dad always said, "How do you get the person to do the fastest job?" And he said, "Give it to the laziest guy." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, the lazy guy wants to keep watching football. He's sitting there watching football. Then you give him a task. He's going to find the fastest way to get that task done so he can get back to watching football. So the hardworking guy sets it all up, gets it all done, you know, squares it away. The lazy guy's like, wow, I could put 2 of those in one bucket. I could wheel the bucket on the dolly. I could get 5 buckets done while that guy's carrying buckets. And next thing you know, he's using like a wheel or maybe one of the kids' wagons that wasn't even supposed to be used, but he is, and he's getting it done." The hell? There's like cream over here on the floor. I don't know what the hell it is. It's so weird. All right, anyway. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Yeah, cream. Shout out to everybody. No, but my kids were playing down here, sliding around. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So Bitcoin. I'm like, what the heck? So anyway, tight moving averages above the 200 moving. And again, I don't put down any one of these concepts. ICT worked really hard to develop what he did. It's probably beautiful. I don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but thank you for the super chat. Yeah. I just never got it. You know what? I know this sounds corny, but I never got into fads. ICT kind of was a fad. Like a lot of people, you know, he got a lot of people to follow him. I'm just not, I kind of took the system and I sat by myself alone until I found my own sauce. Like, I'm a very different person than most. I don't do what everyone else does. Yeah, I'm very, very, very unique. I know that about myself. Because my dad was very strange compared to most. I learned that. When I watched my dad interact with people, he didn't do a dang thing everywhere. He did his own thing. My dad was his own person. And I think that helped me develop a sense of independence when it comes to trading, when it comes to everything. I just don't do what everybody else does. I refuse, you know. If If everyone walks one way, I walk the other way. I'd rather be alone. See, most people want to go and feel comfortable with the herd. I feel more comfortable when I go alone, you see, and that's what my dad taught me. Now, and I thought that was regular. I thought that's, I didn't know that was a skill. I had developed a skill at a young age. I love to be alone. I was out in the woods alone building. I never needed, I love friends, don't get me wrong. But I could entertain myself for hours alone in the woods. I did that for years. So, Bitcoin on the weekly, breaking out. I do not want to see a red candle close like that, though. It looks like it could be a little bit of a pullback here for Bitcoin. What if? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Take a dump back down to 100. Well, hold up. I'm bugging out right now. If that head and shoulder did break down, though, it could take us back down to $26,000. So I don't know if that would happen. But hey, I'm just open-minded, see? I'm just open-minded. I'm always open-minded. That would scare the bejesus out of a lot of people. I could get rid of that. But hey, could we see a 26,000? Anything could happen. Black Swan events. Anything could happen. I think it would be outrageously crazy, but anything could happen. So I'd like to see this weekly close green. Looks like it may not. 5-day candle also is tonight going to close a tweezer top if that doesn't flip green. So we don't get a pump today. 5-day candle's in a bit of trouble there to show us that we will get a bit of a pullback. And the 3-day just broke out of its flag. And now it looks like it's flagging out. The 3-day already did give us a tweezer top close. And then here we are with the daily. And the daily's making the flag as suggested. And I just see the daily making a nice little flag, touch of the 21, and then blasting to the upside. And this is kind of my next idea that I'm looking for, $133,000 BTC. So this would be our next move, above the 200 moving average, touch of the 21. It happened there, and it will happen yet again, right? So we're looking for again. That's what I mean, again. So this looks beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. And the key levels to get to 133,700 for BTC. So everything kind of mapping out pretty nicely. We just look like we might have a couple more days of sideways price action before we could get a bit of a pump. 22-hour looks absolutely beautiful out of a double bottom. That's a double bottom on the 22. Look at it. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, let Bitcoin soar. 5, 6, Satoshis come quick. 7, 8, fill up my plate. 9, 10, let's do it again. 8-hour time frame. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, but it's been defined by this little movement here on the 8-hour. The last 24 hours have shown signs of life here for the 8-hour. It could go either way. I see it as a symmetrical triangle that could dump. I see it, it could pump or dump. You got a 50-50 shot out of this one to go either way. If you want to grab something, hold control, it'll double it up. So say you want to grab another one of these, hold control. It'll grab whatever you have highlighted twice. Really nice. Sometimes you need a trend line, just hold control. You grab a trend, You don't need to go make a new one or use any other tool, but control. Control will help you just do it really fast and easy. It's awesome. Let's take a look here at the 4-hour time frame. I like what I'm seeing on the 4-hour. It's getting very tight inside the symmetrical triangle. Man, look at me. I do this every single Saturday morning without fail. No days off. The dedication is insane. You got to love it. I love my own dedication. Come on, man. Like, we don't miss a day, man. I could have been sick. I've been concussed and hit in the head by a board. My back has been so stressed out. I had to do 2 massages yesterday to kink my back. My back was a mess. I sit at a stand-up desk for 2 hours a day like this. My whole back muscles are tight for years on end. My back is messed up. Everyone thinks I don't do physical labor, but I stand at this desk for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours a day, every single day. And I love it. I'm not complaining. I love hard work. I love grinding. I'm a Price. My grandfather was a bricklayer. My dad was an ironworker. I ain't going to stop, but man. So this is what we see here for Bitcoin. And there's a chance we get a nice big fat breakout today. Let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour looks horrible on the stochastics RSI. It's below the 200 moving average. If I had to make a guess, that's a bear flag that's likely going to dump. I'm not in a long right now, so. But that is a bear flag that looks like it could dump somewhere down 114,004. Let's take a look at what BOOKMAP is bringing us, see what's happening. Let's pop back into the chat and see what people are doing in the chat here. Let's look at the fan funding. Fagus Claw, my Chico, get the girl some ice cream for me. $100 super chat. Are you kidding me? Ice cream for everybody today. Hey, I could get everybody burger. I could feed my whole family for $100, man. I get burgers for the whole crew. God bless you. Sammy, look at Mega Fresh. Thank you. What do you think about ICT? Thank you. Diego Fuse. And God bless you, man. If it works for you, it works for you. I don't want to, I never want to put down anyone else's stuff. I just love everybody. What you're doing is great, if it works. Thank you, Reliable J, for 20 gifted memberships. You didn't have to do that, but you did. You people are just nice. I can't believe how nice you people are. This is insanity. I get so blessed and treated so well. Like, I don't know any YouTuber gets treated better than me. I'll tell you that right now. I know I get the best treatment. So this looks like a bear flag to me. Stochastics are overbought. I'd have to tell you we're going to dump today and dump hard. In dump hard there, dude. There's a chance you get this shoulder, head, bit of a kind of double right shoulder and break on out of here. I'm open-minded to that, but it's a little sketch. So right now, stochastics have to reset on the 1 hour without us kind of dumping, which looks almost impossible, right? The 2 hour time frame, you'd be headed down to the 200 moving average on the 2 hour. That would be our target if we got through this support at 116,004, 116,350. So 300, 116.3 right there, 328. But so I'm more bearish than bullish right now for Bitcoin. I'd like to see us bounce when I show up tonight. Maybe we're tighter inside the channel for a possible breakout to the upside, but it doesn't look amazing. I'll tell you that. It doesn't look amazing. So the coin I've been all over, DJI 6930, did a 58x since I found it, did over an 8x since we looked at it. And congratulations to anyone that's rode this puppy to the upside. And it may hit $1 billion market cap. This may just be the beginning, the early stages of this puppy. It may just be getting started. So, hey, you never know. I took a shot. And so far it played out. We'll see what happens. I bought more SEI, right? If Bitcoin pulls back, though, it will affect these altcoins. I bought this token, Me token. I went down on Me, somewhere down. I got into Me somewhere 0.005. Thing ripped all the way to 0.12. So it's basically up, and now it's sitting at about 8. So it's up about 60%. It did almost over 100% gains pretty fast. I put it out to the group somewhere around here at 0.5. I said I'm buying some Me right now. Looks like this thing could continue to rip to the upside here too. Take a look at it, the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, the 4 hour came back to the 21-day moving average. Oversold, right? Bearish div, all that kind of ready to go. This thing could continue to pump. I could see this thing going up 100%. Very small market cap, very tiny. Also getting pushed by some big streamers. So I'm seeing it out there on Twitter a lot too. So you got to get the volume. If the coin don't get the volume, I don't care how good your project is. It doesn't really matter. Understand that. So Me has serious volume right now. So I could understand what's hot and what's not. Just by kind of surfing the internet, I can find out what's hot. That's another skill based. The years of doing TA will help you. All right. Follow me at x.com. I greatly appreciate it. We're putting out constant content every single day. It does not stop. We love you. We got some cool news for you today, too, to bring you, to kind of show you what's happening in the market. All right. And first thing is Peter Schiff calls Bitcoin a Ponzi, slams crypto bills. Of course he does. You know what I mean? It's funny. Peter Schiff, is to cloak Bitcoin nothing more than a decentralized Ponzi scheme in the trapping of legitimacy. The industry is using them to hype Bitcoin and other cryptos so insiders can cash out at higher prices. It's a legislative low point. So he thinks they're basically using I see what he's saying. Yeah, crypto bills trigger market pullback. I don't know about that. But anyway, he calls it a Ponzi. What I think Peter is doing is selling. You ever have ice cream? What if there was one ice cream that melted way faster than the other? So you went to the ice cream store, they gave it to you, but by the time you tried to eat it, it was all over you. That's what selling gold is versus selling Bitcoin. Bitcoin is ice cream that lasts way longer than gold. I'm sorry, I love gold, don't get me wrong. But if you put the two ice creams together and gold was ice cream and Bitcoin was ice cream, the gold ice cream would melt in your hand by the time you got to the sidewalk. You wouldn't even be able to eat it. So he's selling you, right now, he's trying to sell you fast melting ice cream, which is gold. Guy has no idea what he's doing. God bless Peter Schiff. I bought my first gold bar from him. I bought silver from him. And yeah, he got me into Bitcoin, which is kind of crazy. Trusted a sealed wallet from TikTok and it cost him $6 million. A person who bought what looked like a sealed brand new hardware wallet advertised on the Chinese version of TikTok was a victim of a $16.9 million crypto heist. A late-night distress call to blockchain security firm Slowmist revealed one of 2025's most devastating crypto thefts. Criminals now exploiting the new security devices meant to protect us from online threats. It's a sophisticated new threat into crypto fraud, and honestly, it's a worry for many users. So this is what happened. The chief information officer was first to report the case. So last night we received an emergent report. A user lost $6.5 million worth of crypto from a cold wallet. The wallet was bought via TikTok China, but the private key was compromised at creation and funds were drained within hours. Cold wallet, not safe. Avoid factory sealed or discounted wallets. 99% are tampered. Buy from official channels, initialized by yourself. Use securely. The victim bought what appeared to be a legitimate Ledger hardware wallet from the shop. For security, you should never buy a second-hand, unsealed hardware wallet in case it has been compromised. But in this case, the buyer was tricked by the packaging. It appeared to be factory sealed. Authentic product complete with original holographic stickers and professional finish. To the unassuming user, there was nothing different or alarming. But what there had to have been something. In this case, when the victim set up the wallet, it functioned completely normal, generating the user's random 24-word seed phrase. Unfortunately, investigators would eventually determine that this was the moment the wallet was compromised before it was sold. In reality, the attackers had already predetermined the secret phrase or compromised the process for generating numbers. This gave them complete access to the wallet and the private keys. So when funds were transferred to the wallet, the attackers were able to drain it instantly. Unfortunately, the victim had deposited around 50 million Chinese yuan, 6.9 million, into the wallet, thinking everything was secure in cold storage. However, within hours, the criminals had emptied the wallet. Slomis is a blockchain security firm that offers numerous services, including security audits. In this occasion, it was able to trace the stolen funds, revealing they were immediately funneled through Huang, a shadowy entity in Cambodia. This operation was using a financial network called the Huang Group, which operates a node for laundering proceeds of cyber heists. Huang crypto laundering is a popular financial move for criminals, as multiple layers of obfuscation coupled with no anti-money law or know your customer controls make recovering virtually impossible. So while Slomis could track the stolen funds, there's literally no hope of recovery. The cold wallet scam shows how quickly you can lose an entire crypto stash in seconds. Incidents like these are part of a broad surge in cryptocurrency-related fraud. Wow. That's why I have a hustle. They could steal everything from me. I could still keep hustling. You know what I mean? I fell in love with my hustle. When they took my bank account away, I realized I still had my hustle, man. It was the greatest moment of my life, really, because I was free. I was free from this material world that they pull us into. It's all fake, man. It is. The cars, the jewelry, the house, it's all fake. What's real is your family. What's real is your kids. What's real is the energy that you put out, who you connect with, the memories you make. Everything else is a facade out here, man. Understand that? I hope you know that. All right? You're chasing freedom. You're not chasing money. You're not chasing material goods. You're chasing freedom. You just want to be free. You're not trying to be rich here on the show. You just don't want to work for someone that yell at you every day. You just don't want to worry about the bills every 5 seconds. You just want your kids to have everything they want. You don't want them to go to that horrible public school with the teachers. You want to go to that nice private school right near the house. You want to make things better for your family. You're not here to get rich. You're here to make your life better, to raise the quality of life that you live. That's what you're here for. That's what I'm here for, to help you do that. That's what this show's about. That's what we're doing every single day here on the show. All right? So bless you all for being here. Thank you so much for putting in the effort. I'm going to do everything I can to help you out the rat race. I got out. I'm going to help you get out. That's our pact together. That's what we do. All right? I'm here every single day making sure. I don't want to see someone get rocked and wrecked. I want to see someone find something that looks obvious, like it's going to, if something looks like it's obvious going to move, let's talk about it. HIVE looks interesting to me right now. It's running this trend line up. A lot of coins look something like this. You can't place them perfectly, but they're beginning to form some type of bigger structure. What I've been seeing recently, though, is this. They dolphin dip it, rip it up. So just be careful with stops in this area. Stop should really be lower than this, but most people aren't willing to risk that, so they won't put their stop there. See, the humble trader makes more because they're willing they're willing to take a smaller loss, a smaller win over time, but those smaller wins build up. So HIVE's on my radar for sure. It looks nice to me. It's got all the je ne sais quoi, and it's worth putting an alert on here for HIVE. All right. And I just showed you all my alerts. You just got alpha up the yazoo if you saw that. All right. Atlas booming to the upside. Crest. I don't remember we used to trade Crest back in the day. I looked at DAG. I thought DAG could rip. It did. Let's get back into BTC, though. So we're watching the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin. Looks bearish out the bear flag. Can the bull save the day here and stop this thing from dumping? I got this weird feeling like it's not going to dump, and I shouldn't trade feelings, but I got this weird feeling we're just going to go sideways here for the rest of the night. When I show up tonight, bounce. Let's see where we are at 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock tonight is going to be 28 hours. So right there, 8 o'clock tonight, I suggest we're somewhere in this green box. This is a little game we play. I put a box, try to see if I can catch price action in the box. So we're looking for Bitcoin to go somewhere, I'd say here, when I show up tonight. It's in this green box right there. We go absolutely sideways. We don't dump out the bear flag. It does look like likely we're going to dump, though. I got to be honest. And look at this. I didn't notice this until right now. Open up your eyes. I mean, that's a head and shoulder pattern that wants to dump, too. What's the measured move there? We could take the neckline to the head, fling that to the neck. Same thing. It's given us $114,000 BTC. Let's take a look at what BOOKMAP is saying and where the liquidity lies. And then we'll kind of give you guys the full picture. Who's having a great time this morning? Still holding my SEI. It was difficult to hold, but still in. Me too. I never sold that stuff. I never sold any of it. None of it. People can't believe how much conviction you need to make it. Yeah. I'm from the Netherlands, yes. Can I tell you a story? Look at this, 50 XP, 5 XP. What are these XP points? Also, you guys are, so you get XP points the more you send a super chat or something, I think. So these are like the A1ers right now. If this guy's got 5,000 XP, I got to figure out what's going on here with the XP points. This is so cool. They're enhancing the chat. These are the top fans. I get it. If you keep giving, you get like a number one. He's the number one, dude, right now. So cool, bro. I was able to make a gal fall in love with me in Belgium. God bless you, man. I hope you can have multiple children and spread your loins with a beautiful family. And may your first child be a masculine one. No, I'm just... So look, Bitcoin, 118,003. Can we go all the way back up to 122K? We still got liquidity, 121.5. But they want 115 so bad. But maybe that's it could be someone who just went so long and there's a huge liquidation there. But 1,677 Bitcoin down there at $115,000. So it still suggests we're taking a massive dump to the downside at one point. Having a blast this morning like every day. Rave Song Records in the house. God bless you, man. Comment more to move up in points. Interesting. So the more you comment, the higher up you go. You see? So you want more points, you got to be interactive. Look at, man, these guys are top notch right now. Rocket Man, Dr. Burns. We got Sasquatch. You see him all the time. Diego Fuse, Defund the Shorts, my man. Vegas Claw on top, though. It's got to be kind of cool to get that recognition, man. I took a pill and a pizza. The GI was cool. And it really got better, and it really got better, and it was something to do. And then it really like me. And it really make me. Up on that stage, all alone. So Bitcoin looks bearish to me. Unless it can get back above, let's take a look at the 1 minute 200 moving average and see if it can get back above that key level. Imagine if you didn't watch my channel every day and you saw the scribble, you'd be like, what is this guy doing? So you always got to be careful. Every second on YouTube is the first time someone's ever met you. So if you're out there, if you're yelling at a troll or you're all pissed, someone's going to see that and think that's who you are. But that's not who you are. You just got triggered. So that's why you can't get triggered on YouTube. You have to have complete discipline. Because it could be the one day someone got to meet you first, ever. And then they're going to see a side of you that really, that's not who you are. But they're going to see that of you, and you're not going to be able to ever change it. YouTube is so tough like that. Like, it's got you. Like, you see what I'm saying? So you better be positive and on the right beat every single moment on it if you're going to live stream, because you're going to alienate people if you're not in a good mood. So I learned this, and so what I did is I didn't fake it. I said, well, I have to be in a good mood then. I can't fake that. I got to show people that every single day I love my life. I'm excited to be alive, and I'm happy to be here. And you know, what a blessing it is to be here. So many people would love to be on YouTube and have a YouTube channel. I worked really hard for it. I got lucky, you could say. I don't know how it all happened, but it did. And now I'm here. Now this is my job. I do this every day. If someone asks me, what do you do for a living? I say, I'm a YouTuber. I get to say that. It's the coolest thing I've ever said, man. Because I worked so hard for it, and I created the job out of thin air, man. I had an idea one day to do something different with my life, and I did it. And now I'm here. I didn't listen. I didn't go to a job interview. I didn't wait. I didn't send my resume. I created this space. I created this opportunity. You can too. I want to inspire you to live in a world that other people haven't created for you. I want you to live in a world you created for yourself. That doesn't make you pompous. It doesn't think you're better than everybody else. It just means you want to go your way. And your unique story will add something to this earth. If you just follow everybody else, you'll be part of the herd. But add something to this story, man. Add something to this story, right? So the story, Jesse, the story doesn't end. The story never ends. It's a never-ending story. That's why it's the name of the movie. Yeah. He said the 4 and the 8 hour look like a dump. I don't know. The 15-minute looks like it's going to hold us down and try to bring it back to the upside here. I see us going sideways throughout the day, and we end up in this green box tonight at 8 p.m. And that's my prediction for Bitcoin. Cake, I told you Cake was going to cake off. I just could tell the BNB ecosystem is really starting to do some damage here. And it's starting to get that recognition. And Cake just starting to do damage. I see Cake headed all the way up to a high here of about $4.11. And look at this beautiful consolidation. Only a matter of time till Cake continues to rip. BNB on that same idea here because BNB's hot. They don't stop building. They don't stop believing. BNB coin, right? Let's take a look at the daily here for BNB. So here's the trade I put out for BNB, 654. It ripped up to 755. You're in the game right now on BNB, and that's headed to my $1,000 target. Looks like it's going to take some time, but BNB is in the money. Many of my calls have played out. All right. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. The bigger time frames, bigger coins were like the big winners here. They got a lot of liquidity and they got big moves. All right. Chipper, my guy, what's going on? Vegas Cloud, Chipper, what's up? I was depending once, the worst 10 minutes of my life. You're funny. Sammy called me out loud. I love you, man. That's why you're single. I might have to go to church also. Why crypto red today, brother? I don't know. I don't control the markets. Lifer, baby, let's go. Symmetrical triangle on the ETH 15-minute. Yeah, liquidity, you're funny. So, yeah, Bitcoin. But everything looks, everything blasted on the daily, too, and it got away from the daily 21. Like 90% of coins look like they just need a flag out here on the daily. Get back to their 21-day moving average, and we could get this pump to continue. But I see 4 to 5 days of at least some sideways price action. I was depressed once. Worst 10 minutes of my life. Full funny, man. Late a dump. Last chance entries for the sideliners. Possibly. Let's take a look at Ethereum and see what's happening with our baby ETH. ETH, baby, ETH. $3,500 an ounce for ETH. Get an ounce. ETH is $3,500 an ounce now. Funny, right? So we put ETH. We said it broke out of the trend line, got back inside, then broke out ferociously. Looked like it make a shoulder head. Might make a giant right shoulder. That's possible. I'm just looking for the daily to kind of get back to its 21-day moving average. Same thing like everything else. So I'm just looking, and it could be a down. We don't know exactly what it's going to do. We just need that 21 to come to price. And then Ethereum can continue its move further to the upside. My target for Ethereum short term is about 4,200, 4,272, right? 6 a.m. here in California, and you woke up early to take the day by storm. God bless you. Let's take a look at Cardano on the Super Chat. Thank you so much for all the Super Chats. You people are amazing. Who would have thought I would have showed up this morning and got, what did I get here? I had it open there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wow, 98,571 subscribers on our way to 100,000 subs. This is a big deal. And now they added auto-dumbing is now enabled. The audio on your new videos will automatically be translated into other languages to make your content more accessible. You can always adjust your settings. Dude, now people can listen to me in every language around the world. Are you kidding me? Auto-dubbing? This is amazing. We've been waiting for this for a long time. YouTube decided it was going to just help us all. So I'm part of the Google machine, and the Google machine keeps moving. You see what I'm saying? It's expanding my business. So I've learned, be part of a bigger business, attach yourself to bigger business. Bigger business will actually advertise for you. Bigger business will do things for you, because they're going to grow. They need to sell ads. They sell ads to YouTubers. So they're going to actually start to use their money to help your business grow. Think about it, because they have to grow YouTube, and you're on it. I mean, it's genius when you think about it. So, Cardano, inside a bit of a flag here. Hit resistance at 86. I still see it going up there. It's just got to find a flag here over time. See? Had that little flag last night, did not play out. And again, Friday night is not your night. 90% of the time, it's not going to be the best night to be trading. Probably the worst night to trade is Friday night. So you're not going to make all your gains on Friday or Thursday night into Friday as well, too. You know, bad trading moments. Sometimes Thursday night works out, but I like my Monday night, my Tuesday night, and my Wednesday night specifically. No one is more deserving of 100K than you. God bless you, man. Thank you. Hey, we're all deserving. I never think I'm more deserving than anybody else. We all get what we deserve, what we do. Yeah. YouTube scales, Sammy scales with it 100%. Using that Google money, man, to benefit my life. And that's, you know. Yeah. She still calls me and asks about why. Are you serious? That's horrible. $9:13 here in Jersey. When did Zach Bryan concert last night? It took the fam. Oh, that's awesome, man. He's awesome, man. My kids love that dude. Learning to be patient. Limit orders still waiting lower. Might miss a move, but limiting risk. Hey, you're supposed to miss a move if you're doing risk, and only the best moves are supposed to come to you. So you are supposed to miss some because you're only supposed to get the best. You know, you're going to miss something if you only get the best, right? Cardano looks like it could bump to 97 cents. I like what I'm seeing for Cardano, right? Beautiful in there, right? What a house, huh? So blessed. Always something going up today. Let's take a look at the Banter Bubbles. This is so annoying on Brave. It does this like little like that. All right, Floki actually is strong today. One of the stronger coins. Floki and Pengu, of all the coins in the last day. Last hour, we're getting a little bit of a movement though in all coins. Hey, it's the weekend. People are like, what should I buy? They don't care about Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's above 100K. Their friends are like, oh, it's on 100K. You're fine now. Yeah. So just be careful. Follow me at CryptoLifer33 on Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it too as well. All right. Tips, tricks, and insights. And actually, we're writing articles down that are taking the information that I'm putting out here on the live and condensing it, or I'm going more in depth to it and writing it down for you. Sam, can you chart Taz? Still waiting for a pump? Always waiting for a pump, man. Always waiting for a pump. Let's take a look at AIOZ and TARS AI on the Super Chats. One of the only Saturday morning live streams out there that get you ready for your week, for the week ahead too, with the weekly. We do a weekly candle close. So I like AIOZ personally. I saw it headed to 41 cents out this cup and handle. That was my first target. It hit the target exactly and then wicked down. That was our other previous resistance. I figured we would hit it. We did. Now what for AIOZ? Well, you got to wait for this 4 hour to kind of flag out. Everything's kind of finding its way now. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it looks interesting to me. It actually could almost get bullish out of this little flag here. I could see that thing doing some damage. So I like what I'm seeing. Possible pump here all the way to 32.46, right? Sam, we seem to be in the same place on Bitcoin as where last time Saturday. Let's see if the bulls come through again. You should have 1 million plus subs. I love the positive vibes and the energy you spread, brother. God bless you and your family. Thank you. Hey, Sam, what's the best time frame to pull a fib for any asset? It doesn't matter. Mainly the daily, though. The daily or the 4 hour. Yeah. But, I mean, it doesn't... See, Fibonacci's don't change on time frame. As long as the range is the same, it's the same. Right? If I pull from the low to the high on the 1 minute to the... But you won't really be able to see the low and the high unless you go to the 4 hour of the daily, though. You should be pulling it on the daily. Yeah. For sure. Somebody says, what's up with Doge? Doge is ripping. We told you every coin was going to rip out the 3-day cup and handle. We showed you Doge in this double bottom. So Doge is about to do what Stellar Lumens did. That's an entry right now for Doge. You get in right here, stop loss somewhere below, like maybe the 21. Ride that puppy all the way right there. That's a double bottom for Doge. I can take away the moving averages. You can see it clear as day. I love double bottoms. They play out beautifully. That's a giant one. So I see Doge breaking out. That's a long for Doge right now. Right now. And again, you could, you got to do whatever makes you happy. But I see Doge making gains. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. And I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taking his financial advice. Just, take a look at the chart, put your own analysis on it, and see what it is. And go from there. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat. You didn't have to give that, but you did. Hey, I see another Dutch. Bro, we got Dutch people all over. We got people all around the world here on this channel. We have thousands of people around the world that come to this channel every single day. Can we look at SHIBU? Let's take a look at all the awesome super chats that came in. We got Vegas Cloth, Diego Fuse, Defund the Shorts, Moto Savage, 6117. We got Coondog. Hey, Sam, love the vibes and energy. I was wondering if a quick TA on my favorite crypto, PTGC, on Pulse Chain. PTGC. And man, I served it up with that hotness. Oh, it is a pretty cool coin, though. The grays, right? Yeah. I mean, it's in a giant double bottom like Doge's. So we just kind of talked about this, right? 1, 2. It should break out. 70% of the time, this is going to break out. And head it to the next resistance. So I'm calling that to go to 0.008182. 70% chance that's going to pump. Stop loss somewhere below 0.00318. This looks hot to me right now. Short term, it's flagging out a little bit too, which looks to me like it could do some damage as well out this rising wedge to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for this. This looks healthier than most, and you got that beautiful double bottom. Nice market cap too, healthy, 133 million with a 1.7 liquidity. Not bad. I think you might be onto something there. Okay. Then we got Ada. We did look at Cardano from Ninders. We got Dylan KZZ. God bless you, brother. Can we look at SHIB from Tori 88RB? We got Dylan. We looked at AIOZ from Dylan too. And Sam, can you chart Tay's eye? So we're going to look at TARS and SHIB, and then I got to jump on out of here for the day, babe. Get my kids going. All right. Let's take a look at TARS AI, TAI here. It's all the awesome people out here on the live. So TARS AI, I see a movement out of this cup and handle. Only a matter of time. You just got to have patience that it's going to break out. Not doing its thing. It's been playing games. It's been a very annoying coin, to be honest. Got the je ne sais quoi. Is it going to pump? What's going to happen? It's been a bit annoying recently, but I believe if I hold it long term, I'm going to end up being able to sell it at one point. Somewhere at 22 cents or higher. So I'm looking for that 3-4x. If I can get it, I got faith in this coin. If you don't, then you're not going to be able to hold it. It's really up to you. TA is not amazing. It doesn't look as hot as it should. Tight moving averages, though, and forming a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. See? With your Adam and then your kind of chunky Eve. I can see it breaking out over time. Let's take a look at AIOZ. I think we looked at AIOZ. Yeah. So let's look at SHIB. I believe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Last time I put out SHIB, I saw SHIB about to blast to the upside. I put a call for it. They tried to stop us out, but they didn't get us. They tried to stop us out, but they did not get the stop. They did, actually. That got stopped out right there. Look at that. Oh, man. I knew they were going to pump it, too. Lately, look, they've been faking a pump, bringing it down for the dump, ripping it, playing games with you. So that's why, again, this key level here, and even maybe even possibly lower. Let's take a look at there's a 200 MA that got respected, though. Look, the 1 hour. You keep your stop below that 1 hour 200 moving average, you won't get hit off. So use the moving averages for protection. It's important. Sometimes I make the call, but I can't tell exactly how they're going to flop it or flip it, right? Now we kind of got this symmetrical triangle in the whole market. It go 50-50. Bitcoin takes a dump. Bitcoin takes a pump. It's going to affect the rest of your coins. That just is what it is. It's just why we go over Bitcoin so obsessively every single day. It's insane, right? Constant. So there's a bit of a, symmetrical triangle. Breakdown is 0.000132. Break up, it's quadruple 0.1688. Looks more bearish shoulder head, right? It looks more bearish than bullish, and you got a resistance. And you've been on a massive tear. You'd think there would be a little bit of a pullback. Again, go to the daily time frame. See how we're just crushing the 200, but we're away but we're away for the 21. We need to connect to that 21. 5 to 6 more days of sideways price action for these altcoins before they can get a big pump. Is what I'm looking at here. Nice double bottom too, though. Look, now I see the double bottom here for this. So we got double bottoms everywhere, suggesting that we are going to go up the length here to there and then swing that to the neckline. Look, that's the entire gap back up to zero right there. I mean, you're going to run through the gap of the VRVP. Head somewhere up to liquidity at 2,581. SHIB looks good, like it's going to pump eventually. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We showed you BOOKMAP. We showed you a long-term idea for Bitcoin. And we're here. You guys are funny with your girl stories, man. She's from Boston. Hey, Boston people are cool. Yeah, exactly. Well, everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. Stay amazing. Have a blast. And let me look at Bitcoin one last time before I jump on out of here and give you my last insight here for Bitcoin. Altcoin, we're pumping, dumping. That's crazy, right? Haven't made it easy at all this cycle. So remember, the 1 hour is in a bear flag, looking like it could break to the downside. Target would take you somewhere to 116,372. But the 15-minute is attempting a bounce. And I call the bounce here with this low stochastic. Can the 15-minute save the day here? Bounces back. And then also what I'm seeing too is, look, shoulder, shoulder, head. We might make some shoulders. Watch your 15-minute time frame. Watch your 1 minute. If you get back above the 200 MA, you're going to rip back up. Same with the 5. The 5 minute stays above the 200. If you lose the 200 and the 5, expect a dump. So you can watch your 1 minute, your 5, and your 15. They're going to really be giving you your insight for the next few hours. Or you can hang out with your family and touch grass. It's Saturday. Low volume. You know? And if I'm saying that, hey, you do what you do, right? If even the lifer is going to go touch grass, you never know. But God bless everybody out here. I love you so much. Enjoy your day. It's a beautiful summer day. You don't get these all the time. Your kids are home from school. If you're lucky enough to have kids, if you got a wife and you got a family to hang out with today, you're blessed. Remember that. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and for your constant support and love. Thank you for the super chats. $153 on a Saturday morning. You guys make it all worthwhile every single time. And just the energy. It's not the money, but wow, the thought that counts, right? When you give someone something, it's pretty nice. So I got a gift of $153 from each and every one of you guys who came together to help me. And I will always be grateful. God bless everybody here on the live. I'll catch you guys tonight at 8 p.m., not tomorrow, tonight at 8 p.m. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Remember, the secret to success. You know what the secret to success is, right? It's getting started. Today, you're going to start something that's going to change your life. Maybe it's a good attitude. Maybe it's a way of thinking. Maybe you're going to believe in yourself for once. Because you can, you are, you will, you are. You will, you can, you are the best, baby. I'll see you tonight. God bless you. Wear pants.